Alright, I'm picking up right where I left off, and we're going north this time. Last time, obviously, we went south and got the crystal, which was awesome. This time, we're going to see what's up. I'm presuming it's not going to go as far up as it did down. But who knows? Maybe we'll go to floor 8 or something insane. I did mention last time I wasn't going to rest. And that is true. I did not rest. I'm just going straight in for it. Hopefully, I can catch up with the healing staff. And I honestly think I can. I'm not too worried about it. But it's really just a matter of whether or not I get the heal off before the enemies die. This time I did, which is lucky. But it's going to be a while before I'm able to get Blok back up to max HP because he took a beating in that fight for sure. But yeah, other than that, I think we should be chilling. Oh, we get to heal right away. Let's go. Yeah, Blok is the only one that's not at max HP, so we should be good. Blok is definitely the one that can negate the most damage, so we should be able to heal him faster than he takes damage, even if he's the one taking all of the damage. I did turn on auto. Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say I probably shouldn't have, because I don't think the gauntlets can kill it by itself, but I'm realizing I do not have defense. I don't have auto defense with the other two. They were on attack, so that worked out perfectly. There's nothing in there. Nothing up there. Oh, wait. Nope, there's a chest up there. There's a chest up there. Write that down, write that down. Chest down there. Okay, so there's one in the top left, one in the middle, and okay, there's one in every single spot, except for the spot that I was just in. So we'll just have to go around. Oh, a regular shark. Interesting. We haven't seen one of those in ages. We haven't been on the sea in... You know what? I'm saying we haven't been on the sea in ages. And it's partially true because we have a flying ship now. But also, I probably just feel like that because I haven't played this game in a while. It's been like almost a 2-week break. So I'm just like not remembering the last time that I've done certain things. By the way, speaking of which, I'm still very surprised that oh, I'm gonna put that sentence on hold. I want to test out the light axe and see how much damage this actually does. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, so the light axe is awesome, and we are absolutely going to be using that against every undead enemy we ever see. Diamond armor? Oh, Minecraft? Surely? Okay, yeah, 8 more defense. That's huge. You cannot wear anything that we have. Okay. That's huge. Now Blok is going to be doing even more defense than before. What the hell was I talking about? Let's think. Oh, right. Oh yeah, the flying ship. I'm surprised that the flying ship doesn't encounter flying enemies. Because if I were designing this game, I mean, okay, I don't know how to put this in the words, but based on the other areas we've been to so far, for instance, the ocean, it seems like typically when you're just zipping around, you randomly encounter enemies. That's just how it goes. Everywhere else in the game, you encounter enemies no matter where you are, unless you're in like a town. But then you fly into the sky, and you already know that there's known flying enemies in the game. But nope, they're not there. They're somewhere else. They're in dungeons for some reason. Which does not seem like a very happy place for a bird to be, by the way. If I were a bird, I wouldn't want to be stuck in a dungeon all day. But I guess it's their life. They get to do whatever they want with it. Even if it's stay inside of a dungeon and try and turn me into a rock, even when I'm immune. Well, I wish I was immune to rock, to be honest, but even so, Try and insta-kill me even when I'm immune. That one is correct. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say in this dungeon, to be honest. We're just kind of destroying everything with lightning, which is definitely a first. Because so far, every dungeon that we've gone into, while some have been kind of easy, none of them have had, like, a very clear, like, advantage in our favor just because of the way that our team is constructed. Oh no, I should not have rushed, but whatever. I'm invested now, but I don't care. They can just use auto attack. I did get a second light axe, which is potentially useful. Maybe? I'm honestly not really sure. I feel like I can't imagine when I would ever have to use it unless we encountered like another undead boss, but I don't know. I feel like that's not gonna happen. And for now, we can just kind of defend, cast healing staff, and we do get to use the light axe again, which is cool, but there's really no point to using the second one because we can pretty much one-shot anything. Also, it's really lucky that we literally just did the heal and did the DR and didn't get hit a single time. That was like the perfect string. That was super optimal. We're gonna have to go up and around in order to get to that. I was trying to go down, but obviously it's blocked. These guys we can defend against because we know the lightning is gonna one-shot them all. With the gauntlets. Hopefully we don't get poisoned. We did not, which is huge. Everyone's going to be at max HP again now as well. Or at least almost. Blok is, what, 4 HP from max? I would consider that pretty much max. 12,000 gil. Also, did we not get Wizard Staff, a staff that casts Confuse when used? No, we got something else, didn't we? Mage's Staff, a staff that casts Fire when used. That could be useful. Let's see. What am I seeing? Magic. Risa. Fire deals fire damage to all enemies. Okay, so basically we've got the lightning gauntlet, except fire version now, which is just incredibly good. This dungeon does seem to have the same kind of vibe as the swamp dungeon from the start of the game. Oh, are these all the mermaids that I'm supposed to be saving? Oh no, I have not been looking in the empty spaces for mermaids and stuff like that. Oh, my prayers have been answered. Oh, okay, that doesn't seem to actually do anything. If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn into sea foam and vanish forever. I'm assuming that this area is the only area that has these girls in it, because I don't want to go back through all the areas I've explored and open every single door that I thought was empty. So I'm just going to leave it, and hopefully this is all of them. We did get a diamond armlet, which is good for Risa. Can everyone use this? Everyone can use this. I'm not sure who it's best for. I guess I'll put on a Risa because she's the most likely to get hit. But hopefully we can find a couple more for Grok and Yella, because that would be super useful for them. Particularly Grok. One of her friends wants to see the world above. Hasn't returned. I wonder what she's doing now. I do hope she's alright. Actually, I changed my mind. It's probably best for Yella, because while Yella gets hit less often, actually, the bottom two might get hit the same amount. But either way, while Yella may or may not get hit less than Grok, he takes a lot of damage when he gets hit, so, and he's got the lowest amount of HP, so he definitely needs it. You can breathe underwater? How? Okay, so we are underwater apparently. It just looks like we're not underwater for some reason. And this dungeon, while it looked a lot like the swamp one, where you can just go back and forth, it's actually kind of linear, where we have to like follow a path because there's holes broken in it. Thank you so much. Now the beauty, this stretch of sea once new will surely return. I don't know why I struggled to read that sentence, but... Are those the crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you? Yeah, they are. It just contains money. Let's go. Let's go. Have I gone up yet? No. I still gotta go up. This is not a very exciting dungeon. If the light of the sea is not restored, we will vanish as foam on the waves. Money. Money. I don't know how we're going to get to that one in the top right. I'm assuming it'll probably loop around, right? Otherwise, we'd have no way of getting there. This is the uppermost level of the shrine. The Kraken, the Fiend of Water, nests on its lowest level. Okay, so if we went up first, we would have heard about that. While the Fiend of Water lives, the light of the sea grows ever darker. Interesting. The Mirage Tower stands in the desert to the east of the continent, right? Well, I saw someone go into the tower. I heard the most lovely chiming sound. Oh, are we supposed to use the bell that we got at the start of the game in order to get into the dungeon? I did not even think about that bell. Oh, a diamond shield? That could be good. It is good. Unfortunately, Risa cannot use it. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. But it's going to be great for Blok. Unfortunately, it will probably decrease his elemental defense a little bit. But that's fine. I'm also, like, I thought maybe I was just getting incredibly lucky. But I'm definitely just not encountering enemies on this floor at all. I have no idea how to get to that one in the right. Maybe up there? I don't think I can go up here. But maybe. It looks like it's cut off though. I don't trust it at all. Yeah, no, that's definitely blocked. Huh. Let's go in. And then we can look around for some kind of exit. Huh. I wonder if we go this way and we go left out of the map, if it'll loop around for us. Oh, there's a whole nother area out here. No, there's not. It looped around. That's confusing me. That actually confused my brain. Diamond helm, diamond gloves, and a Rosetta Stone. Oh, we got the Rosetta Stone. I think that's for taking to the area in the sky, which I think we get to through the area in the desert, which apparently we get into with the bell, question mark. There's a lot of stuff going on, I'm not gonna lie, but I think we got it. Let's look at Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone, a tablet inscribed with ancient writing. Okay. That doesn't really help us. I feel like there's a reason I'm in the menu and I don't know what it is. I'm also surprised we have not gotten the green crystal yet. I figured we'd get them like in order from left to right, but apparently not. Actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I think we did left first. I think we did the second one first, then the left one, then the fourth one, and last one left is the third one. So I guess none of it was in order this whole time. Oh man, come on, cast Thundara. Here we go. Once we get out of here, I'm curious. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on the group, but probably if there's a lot of enemies in a group, I'll probably just cast Firaga, I think it's called, and Thundara with the 2 items, because if there's that many enemies, attacking individually with Risa is probably just like not going to be as optimal as casting 2 free AoE spells. And together, they're probably going to do a lot of damage anyways. So I'm really not worried about it. But down here, the Thundara spell is more than enough just because everything dies in one hit to lightning attacks. It's actually crazy. This dungeon is quite big. If we didn't have that gauntlet, it'd probably be actually pretty difficult. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. No idea how to get out of this place. I went so far up. It's too bad there wasn't like a teleport out at the end of it. Even though I said earlier that I like that you have to escape. But I feel like I was more so talking about like difficult dungeons. Not runs where we can just spam Thundara and blitz through the entire thing. But that's fine, that's fine. It's still fun. I still enjoy doing this. And something that's really good about doing this is that we're getting a lot of XP for this. Like, even though we're kind of just running through and not doing much, killing all these enemies with Thundara is leveling us up like crazy. Every time we kill those 2 sharks, like just now, we got almost 600 XP. What levels are we even? I should check. I've not been paying attention. We're all level 40. That's super high. I know there's an achievement for getting everyone to level 50. So 40 is quite high. We are doing quite a lot. But I'm still not convinced that we're going to be strong enough to destroy the final dungeon. We're probably going to struggle a lot. Because I'm finding that exploring the dungeons is usually not the hardest part. But the boss at the end of the dungeon is usually, like, incredibly strong. Like, more than, like, 10 times difficult than everything else in the dungeon. Which, it makes sense when you think about it. But also, it's so crazy that every time we fight a boss, if they just choose randomly Yella, he just dies immediately in one shot every single time. It's actually bonkers. Poor Yella is just getting beat into the floor. But we're almost out already, which is cool. And then the question is, where do we go? Because right now I'm thinking that we should probably just beeline for the tower in the desert. Because I can't think of anything else we need to do. You know, we could go to the east and talk to the bird people because we might be able to communicate with them now that we have that tablet. But the tablet doesn't say anything about being able to understand other languages. So I'm wondering if that thing that the people were mentioning about speaking to other languages was a different kind of tablet. And we just haven't found that one yet, but I'm really not sure. Either way, for now, we'll just head to the desert. And before we head to whatever is the last area in the game, if there's like a penultimate last area in the game, before we head there, we'll have to head over to the birds and see. But it's also possible, I don't know if I said this already, but it's also possible that we just get that communications item in the sky area. But I'm not too sure. So let's test out the thing I was talking about. We could use the Mage's Staff and the what is the other thing? The Wizard's Staff and the Gauntlets, and we should be able to just destroy them, I think, with all this AoE magic. And Blok can just defend, so he doesn't have to worry about dying. Lightning does a lot more than the fire, I gotta say. Honestly, if we could just get another gauntlet, we would be doing probably better overall. But we're not doing bad. We're definitely not doing bad. I'm gonna stop by the town over here and take a rest before we go into the desert, because just in case we end up getting party wiped, which has not happened yet, by the way. But just in case we do, we can at least wake up somewhere close. And also, I just haven't slept in a long time. And we still haven't regained our mana from fighting against the water guy. But now we're good. Now we're super strong, super stacked. And we should be able to go straight into the tower here. We probably could have gone into it before now, knowing that we needed a bell. But we will see. I feel like I could have sworn that we looked through our special items and they didn't work. But maybe I'm just misremembering? I'm not sure. Oh wow, we were doing a lot of damage against these guys now. I quite wish I healed though, because now Blok has taken some damage, but it's not much, so I'm not that worried about it. We've made it here. How do we make the spell? The lute. I feel like we should just play the lute. I feel like that should work. But I guess we will head over to the bird people, because if we can't go up, that's the only other place I can think of to go. I am going to use the mage's staff, and hopefully they take a lot of damage to that, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the enemies in the desert aren't going to take that much fire damage, but you never know, you never know. And Blok, if they focus on Blok, they will not take... Blok will not take that much damage, which is nice, but for some reason they're all attacking Risa, and Risa's getting absolutely blasted. There's only 2 left. They're definitely going to die to fire us, so we don't have to worry. But we're hopefully going to encounter some easier enemies on the way to the bird village, because we need a way to heal. Now, I guess we could go across the lake, but like we were talking about earlier, the submarine is not something that we can actually, like, move around. I thought it would be something that we could, but obviously we cannot. It's only for that one spot, which is fine, because I honestly probably wouldn't even want to explore every little nook and cranny of this huge underwater map, because that's like double the map, if not more, compared to all the land. So I'm not complaining. That sounds like a lot of exploration. But yeah, using the lightning on these guys in order to kind of stall out a little bit and get an extra heal off is actually quite good, because obviously they're not water enemies anymore, so they're not getting 1 shot. But they should still get 2 shot. I don't think any of these green forest type enemies are ever going to be able to survive more than 2 Thundaras at this point. At least not from Yella, because Yella obviously does a lot of thunder damage. And we're just about maxed out again. Risa's like just over 100 away, and then we're gonna be perfect. Lupagami Duo. Okay, so we still can't communicate to these people, which means I do need to figure out what I need to do. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so apparently we were on the right track, but I honestly would have never figured this out, because we needed to go somewhere really far away. Apparently we needed to go to Malmond, which is an area I almost kind of forgot about. I'm pretty sure it's the area where the people were, you know, sad because the Earth didn't like them anymore, and everything was muddy and gross. And I'm pretty sure that's the area that we need to go to now. And then we give him the tablet, he'll translate it for us, and then we go back to the bird village where we get something, probably the bell, I think, that will take us up into the dungeon in the desert. Now, I will say, I have been loving this game, but definitely the biggest problem that this game has, and it honestly hasn't had this problem really much at all until now, but I don't like how like unnecessarily convoluted this stuff is with no tutorial, with no like direction. Like nobody told me to go to Melman. Now it would be different if the dancer told me what to do, but I went to the dancer and she was like, I don't know, brother. I'm assuming it's this guy. If only I could have some of the legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to craft such a magical sword. Okay, this is definitely not the right place. Let me go outside and check for Melmond real quick. Let's see what we got. Where is Melmond? Must have gone past it. I see, we're in Mount Durgar. We need to go to Melmond, which is to the left. We were kind of close. I was actually right. It was the Muddy City. I thought I was maybe wrong because I remember that guy, the dwarf in there, asking for some kind of material. But no, it was not that. Now the question is, who do I actually give it to here? I guess I have to just talk to everyone. But maybe there's someone in the abandoned building? Maybe it's this wizard-looking guy? No. 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 I do not know who I'm supposed to be talking to. But eventually, I'll find someone. It might be that person to the top right. The goofy one I remember. But I don't even remember how to get to them. So, I mean, I thought I had to go like up here and around, but it looks like there's nothing there anymore. Maybe I'm thinking of an old town? Or like a different town than what's currently in my head? That's the only thing I can think. Maybe it's this guy? Earth Crystal must be shining again. I'm gonna go... Oh, there he is! The guy! I bet you it's this guy. Yep, it definitely is. Just a moment, let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Yes, it does. Yes, of course. That's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufenian. Let's go. I understand languages now. If only it was that easy in real life. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. Damn, I wish it was that easy to learn languages in real life. I wish it was that easy to learn anything in real life. That would be crazy. Okay, but now I should be able to go back to the bird people, or whatever they were, and now I should be able to speak to them. I can also just go this way, and I think it'll be faster this way than upright. But I also could just be wrong, so who knows. Either way, it won't take us too long. Now we've got an awesome ship that launches us there in 2 seconds. And of course, we're gonna encounter some hill gigas. The enemies at this point in the forest areas are just nothing. They're chump change. They do actually do a pretty decent amount of damage to Yella and Grok still, but honestly that's to be expected, and I can just heal faster than they can deal damage, so it's really not a problem at all. Plus, I wasn't even focusing on them. Like, if I was actually using like fire magic along with my lightning magic or something, they would die probably immediately. Actually, let's try it. Let's see if that would work. Mage's Staff. I'm assuming they're gonna die immediately in the first hit, or in the first turn, with just Yella and Risa casting magic. Yep, I am not at all surprised. Yeah, lightning magic is so strong, even against like green enemies, which I feel like should probably be weak to fire. We are the Lufenians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the Sky People. You use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. Sid from Ice Age. Interesting. I didn't know he could do that. We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations. According to this legend, 400 years after the fall of a civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. That's me! We're the warriors. The light barriers. Then the legend is true. That's sir. Yes, sir. That's right. That's me. The castle that floats high above the clouds was once the home of our ancestors. The Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. Okay. We came to believe there was another entity controlling the four fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors, but much time has passed since we heard from them. So there is going to be a final boss after I light all 4 crystals. Which, obviously, I mean, that makes sense. I feel like that's to be expected. I hope no harm has befallen them. We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It's been said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends. We were turned into... Oh, and we're turned into bats. Is that what all the bats are all over the place? That's kind of messed up. Before you leave, legendary warriors, take this chime with you. It will grant you passage to the Mirage Tower. That's huge. That's exactly what I needed. That must be the bell. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the Sky People's strength. Okay, interesting. We struggled for our very lives with Tiamat, the fiend of wind. With our power, but our power was not enough. To this day, her lair remains in the castle in the sky, the flying fortress. Interesting. So we're gonna have to fight a flying enemy, obviously. What is good against flying enemies? Is it fire? Is it ice? Surely it's not water. Surely it's not lightning. Maybe it is water, but it's definitely not lightning because I'm assuming things aren't super weak to multiple things. And lightning is obviously water because that's just obvious. 400 years ago, we built a civilization to the highest order. Even beyond the skies we reached. However, that is not but history now. Bro, why did you walk in front of me? The flying castle floats on a blue sea of stars beyond the sky. The world is composed of 4 forces: fire, earth, water, and wind. Oh my god, is he about to explain what everything is weak to? Of these, we showed greatest prowess with the power of wind. High in the sky, we set a castle afloat in that azure sea of stars. He's not gonna... The Sky People would pass on their memories from one generation to the next through rituals, but 400 years is a very long time, and those memories have begun to fade. Okay. Could the mechanical beings our ancestors created still function? Yes, they function. It gave me something. It gave me the tablet. That's what it gave me. They created it. That's how we had the tablet that deciphered their language. It's all coming together. Okay, well, we've got what we need. We should be able to go into the dungeon in the desert, travel up it, use the tablet or something in order to go up higher, and then we'll be able to go into the castle in the sky, which I'm assuming is going to have the final stone, final crystal rather. And then after that, it's just a matter of figuring out what the final boss is, prepping for him, upgrading our gear if possible, and going to beat him up. Speaking of which, I'm realizing I don't think I equipped any of that diamond gear that I found in the chest for Blok. Which is kind of crazy, because I was excited about it, and then I didn't even put it on. But let's see. Let's equip this stuff. Mithril helm, diamond helm, let's go. Diamond armor we've got. Diamond gloves is actually worse than what we have, which is good because I love the protect ring. Diamond shield we've already got. No new weapon. Can anybody else wear anything new? No, 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 no. I'm just gonna do a quick run through just in case. Nothing. Well, I'm going to end it there. And I'm going to go stop by the town. Go sell some stuff. Take another nap. And when we get back, I'll see you in front of the tower. Alright. Bye-bye.